Here we go.
The TERPECA, the TERPECA.
Welcome to the 2023 TERPECA Award Show. There sure are a lot of good-looking people out there. You would all look great in my mushroom army, but that's for later. Now, sit down, enjoy the show, hold on to your butts, because here we go. I'm a humble escape room owner. Of course, this team is late. And what's the biggest drawback? Butt cracks that I tolerate. I'm a humble escape room goer. I've never failed if I recall. And my favorite thing to do is rip the biggest thing off the wall.
We're going to the nation, divide the best innovations.
We're here to find the biggest, the best. We're here to find the room with the hairiest chest.
Oh, the hourglass turns we're keen to see. The best escape rooms there's ever been. So what's the list we want to know? It's time for the TERPECA Show. It's time for TERPECA Show. It's time for TERPECA Show. It's time for TERPECA Show. Yeah.
Thank you so much to Headlock Escape Rooms. That was amazing. We did get a brand new song. And hello and welcome to the 6th annual Top Escape Rooms Project Enthusiast Choice Awards, or as you may know them, the TERPECAs. As always, I'm Errol, and I'm here with Rich Bragg to bring you this year's awards.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to finally be here again. Before we start, I just want to thank Joel Head of Headlock Escape Rooms for that amazing intro. They actually won a 2021 TERPECA for their online room, The Keeper and the Fungus Among Us. And they recently released a sequel, Rise of the Fungi. And these amazing games feature some of the characters you just saw. The games are exceptionally fun. You can play them from the comfort of your own home, and you should check them out. With that said, let's get started.
As always, the main goal of the Top Escape Rooms project is to identify the best escape rooms in the world, both as a resource to enthusiasts and as a global bucket list of games to play, and to recognize the achievements of the room's creators.
All right, so most of you watching already know this stuff, but for those who don't, here's a quick overview of how TERPECA works and what makes it different from most of the other escape room awards out there. Now, first and foremost, we have a somewhat intentionally rigorous application process. Our system relies heavily on transparency and accountability, and we want to make sure that everyone we let in is who they say they are and is participating in the spirit of what we're trying to accomplish. Once we review and approve an application, we assign them to be a nominator or voter based on the number of rooms they've played. In the nomination phase, nominators this year were allowed to nominate up to 11 of their favorite eligible escape rooms, and then any rooms that received 5 or more nominations, along with any room that was a top room winner from last year, advanced to the voting phase. In the voting phase, voters are then asked to identify the full list of finalists that they've played, and then to provide a full stack rank of those rooms. Once everyone has voted, we then process all the data to figure out a consistent global ranking from all the individual rankings using a lot of math. I'm going to skimp on the details for now, but if you're interested, you can check out the methodology section on the website after the show, where it will have quite a bit more detail on the techniques we use and the small tweaks that we made to the algorithm this year. I want to do a special shout out to Polish Ambassador Wojtek Nadara for his help this year on the fine-tuning of the algorithm.
Amazing. Now, before we move on, just a brief word about room eligibility. The rules for room eligibility are mostly unchanged from last year, but they are strictly enforced. Our ambassadors and staff painstakingly review each room in our database each year, as well as each new room that is nominated. But one small change we made this year is that while previously we allowed rooms to become available in English as late as October 31st, this year we made the English availability requirement match the 30+ days open requirement, essentially meaning that any eligible room had to be available in English for the entire duration of the nomination window and not just the voting window.
So, what's new for this year? Well, first off, we welcomed 3 new ambassadors to the fold. John Devendorf took over as the primary ambassador to the US. Santiago Onel took over for Benelux. And we added Georgina Vanikiotis as a co-ambassador for Greece with Eli Kouliadeli. All of them, as well as our 16 returning ambassadors, did an amazing job this year as always, and this project could not possibly work without their tireless efforts. Next, a couple things you may have noticed if you participated this year. We started collecting horror preferences from each contributor with a plan to do a deeper analysis about how this affects the results we present. It is an ongoing topic of discussion as to how many horror games do well in our awards each year, so this is a step we're taking towards better understanding how player preferences contribute to outcomes. We plan to look at the data in the off-season, and we will share our findings and conclusions when we have them. We also made it possible for all voters to leave quotes about their favorite rooms during the voting phase. Throughout the rest of the show and on our website, you'll see enthusiast quotes about each of the top 100 games, and this is where they came from. If you want to be featured with a quote next year, be sure to leave a few when you vote, and maybe we'll choose yours. And finally, we are thrilled to announce a new feature that we call the TERPECA Room Finder. The link will be available shortly after the show from our main website, but we are making an effort to make our results more useful to our audience through this new tool. The Room Finder will allow you to filter the results by country, language, horror rating, and more, so you can create your own list of just rooms that are relevant to you. We hope you like it.
Yes, I am very excited for that room finder. So, and now for some fun stats and graphs. This year we surpassed 1,000 contributors for the first time and had just under 1,000 different rooms nominated. Woo, we're getting bigger. And we also had a new record of 32 different countries represented by our contributors, as well as 37 different countries with nominated rooms. Also amazing is the fact that our average contributor escape room playing is 283. That's not good English, but which is up from 254 last year. That means I have to start doing more rooms, because I think I'm scared that the average is going to surpass mine. It won't. It hasn't yet, but eventually it will. So anyway, but that doesn't matter. We're all enthusiasts here. And then next we have Rich.
Finally, before we get into the main part of the show, we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge that events of the recent years have reminded us how often we take for granted the peace and freedom that we need to build, enjoy, and discuss the fabulous creations we all love so much. Our hearts go out to every human in the world who is not allowed that peace and freedom, including the many who have never been able to consider this type of recreation at all.
Okay. The top 100 rooms. It is time to get started on the countdown. Just one quick note that on the slides for each room, you will see those little emojis at the bottom, which represent the horror rating for each room, as well as the languages in which the room is available. So, horror tag in particular, here's the key for what the horror tags mean. Note that these are, of course, a bit subjective, but we have done our best with help from all the contributors to choose the most appropriate one for each room. Did we massage the wording on some of these too, Richard? I can't remember. I think it was this year.
The only one I think changed is the passively scary one. We reworded a bit from last year, but the other ones I believe are the same.
Ah, amazing. Okay. So are we ready? We're going to start off with number 100. Let's do it. 100.
Number 100 is Project Minotaur by Quest Room in Los Angeles, California. This is the second Terpeca for Quest Room, both for this room, which debuted on our list at number 92 last year. Its blend of thrilling action sequences, puzzles, and actor-driven story elements make this a favorite game for many, myself included, in the amazing Southern California escape room scene.
Woo! Okay, number 99, The Vikings, Escape Room Israel. This is the second Terpeca for the Escape Room Israel, both for this room, which debuted at number 69 last year. Known for its winning combination of set, puzzles, and acting, The Vikings is a perennial favorite in the region.
At number 98 is Project Reset by Immersia Escape Games Canada.
Ooh.
This is the second Terpeca for Immersia Escape Games, but is their first ever Top Room Award to go with the Top Company Award they won in 2020. Project Reset impresses enthusiasts with its unique mechanic along with the overall quality that Immersia is known for.
97, Bites Motel, Bite the Fly in Madrid, Spain. This is the second Terpeca for the Bite the Fly, both for this room, which came in at number 87 last year. Known for its sprawling set and great actor interactions, this is one of several must-plays in central Spain.
At number 96, we've got District 111 by Unreal Room Escape in Barcelona. This is the 6th Terpeca for Unreal Room Escape and the 2nd for District 111, which finished at number 56 last year. This favorite of the Barcelona area features a world-class set and a variety of exciting moments not found anywhere else.
Number 95, Woman in Black, Coven Escape Rooms in Athens, Greece. This is the 4th Terpeca for Coven Escape Rooms and the 4th consecutive Top Room Award for Woman in Black, which debuted back in 2020 at number 35 and finished at number 53 last year. A favorite of the Athens escape room scene, this horror room dazzles with its memorable moments and incredible acting. And now, for our first enthusiast introduction, we turn it over to one of our Terpeca ambassadors, Nadia, to tell us about the next room.
We had so much fun. This is the only game that made me dance, even though it's not part of the puzzle. With its absolutely great soundtrack and on-spot humor, I didn't want it to end. And when it did, I left with a huge smile on my face and with warm fuzzy feeling inside. Easily, for me, in my personal list, the best game of 2023!
At number 94 is Ice Tiki by Way Out Escape Rooms in Athens, Greece. This is the 3rd Terpeca for Way Out Escape Rooms and the 3rd consecutive Top Room Award for Ice Tiki, which finished at number 41 each of its first 2 years. I finally got to go play this room for myself since last year's awards, and it lived up to all the hype as just absolute pure fun.
You know, I've edited these videos, and that still took me by surprise again, those balls. Number 93, Percy Pendleton's Peculiar Predicament, Escape Quest, Macclesfield, UK. This is the 2nd Terpeca for Escape Quest and a first Top Room Award for this room, joining Mr. Copplestone's Curiosity Shop, which won last year. Escape Quest is located in the small town of Macclesfield in northwest England, but it's fast earning a reputation as worth a trip out of your way to check out their games.
At number 92 is The Weeping Witch by Crossroads Escape Games in Anaheim, California, USA. This is the 1st Terpeca for Crossroads Escape Games, a Southern California company which has long been known locally for its top-notch experiences. The Weeping Witch is a beautifully crafted horror game with a perfect balance of scares, puzzles, and story that make it another of my personal favorites in the area. Next up, we'll hear from enthusiast Sam Carroll about the next game.
Combining reality distorting set design, terrifyingly immersive sound and lighting, and a plot line that will keep your heart pumping from the very first second, this room exceeds the expectations of a regular escape room and instead will literally send you running away from your waking nightmares.
And that's Dark Lullaby, Escape Artist Greenville in Greenville. Is that South Carolina? Is that what I see? Yeah. USA. I'm horrible at geography. This is the 2nd Terpeca for Escape Artist Greenville with Dark Lullaby joining the Starlight Motel, which was honored last year at number 88. Escape Artist Greenville is fast becoming known for their ability to craft world-class theatrical experiences.
At number 90 is The Lost Treasure of Alexander von Humboldt by The Room in Berlin, Germany. This is the 14th Terpeca for The Room, as well as the 6th Top Room Award for The Lost Treasure, which finished as high as number 5 overall back in 2018. It also makes it the first of our 6-time winners that have won a Top Room Award every year we've held these awards. The Lost Treasure stands the test of time with its world-class set design, lighting, and game flow.
At 89, The Madman in the Alley, which is in Skip Room, Valencia, Spain. This is the 2nd Terpeca for Skip Room, but for this room, which debuted at an impressive number 24 last year, it impresses enthusiasts with its overall complete experience that starts the moment you enter.
At number 88 is the Kami Temple Escape Center in Israel. This is the 7th Terpeca for Escape Center and the 3rd Top Room Award for the Kami Temple, which finished as high as number 47 in 2021. Countless visitors in recent years have confirmed that Kami Temple is among the best of the best in the Israeli market.
87, Malum, Crematorium Escape Rooms Experience in Barcelona, Spain. This is the first Terpeca for Crematorium Escape Rooms Experience and is yet another top room coming from the super strong Barcelona market. Malum impresses with its cinematic sequences and use of lighting to leave a lasting impression on all who dare to enter.
At number 86 is Illusion by Epic Escape in the Netherlands. This is the second Terpeca for Epic Escape, both for this game, which debuted at number 40 last year. Illusion is described as beautiful and masterful and is known for its complex storytelling and use of emotion.
Number 85, Lab Rat, Hatch Escapes, Los Angeles, USA. This is the sixth Terpeca for Hatch Escapes, all for Lab Rat, making it the second member of the Six Timer Club. Lab Rat has been a fan favorite in the Southern California market for years and is still making fans to this day with its unique take on an otherwise common laboratory setting.
At number 84 is The Storyteller's Secret by Boxeroo in Boston, Massachusetts. This is the fourth Terpeca for Boxeroo, all for this game, which debuted at number 14 back in 2019. It continues to amaze enthusiasts with its beautiful storytelling and game flow, despite an unusually small footprint.
83, Undercooked, Omascape in Sunnyvale, California, USA. This is the fifth Terpeca for Omascape and the second Top Room Award for Undercooked, which debuted at number 78 last year. Omascape is a growing force in the North California escape room scene, and Undercooked is a fun and frantic puzzle fest that will challenge even the most seasoned enthusiasts.
At number 82 is The Starlight Motel by Escape Artist Greenville in Greenville, South Carolina. This is the third Terpeca for Escape Artist Greenville, and notably their second this year. The Starlight Motel was also honored last year at number 88, but actually moved up 6 spots this year as more people played and clearly appreciated the game. It looks like it is time to schedule a trip to Greenville, South Carolina if you haven't already.
Number 81, The Sanatorium Midnight Mode. Is that what it is, Midnight Night Mode? Lock Hill, Athens, Greece. This is the 8th Terpeca for Lock Hill and the 5th Top Room Award for the Sanatorium, which finished as high as number 5 overall in 2020 and at number 54 last year. The Sanatorium has 3 modes of play: Night Mode, which is mostly horror; Day Mode, which is mostly puzzles and no horror; and Midnight Mode, which is both Midnight Mode and Night Mode, independently qualified for Top Room Awards. But since the content is overlapping, we give them 1 Top Room Award at the position of the highest finishing version. Next up, let's hear from Jin-Yuk Kong, our very first contributor from South Korea.
This room is completely different from any other escape room I have experienced. If there is a new turning point for escape room in the history books, this game marks that point. It has a nice set, unbelievable acting, and more. It is not just an escape room, it is an immersive experience.
He is describing number 80, Manifesto by Dark Vision Project in Athens, Greece. This is the first Terpeca for Dark Vision Project. Manifesto has a unique setting in 1940 Buenos Aires, an interesting story, and overall leaves its players with a lack of words to describe it precisely. My conclusion is that it sounds like the only option is to go see for yourself.
Number 79, Cryogenic in Madrid, Spain. This is the first Terpeca for Cryogenic, a 2-hour game which is available in multiple cities in Spain. This game is known for its many fun tasks that run the spectrum from mental to physical.
At number 78, we have The Innkeeper's Son by Dragonborn Escape Room and Mad Mansion in Vitoria, Spain. This is the record 16th Terpeca for Mad Mansion and 5th consecutive Top Room Award for The Innkeeper's Son, which finished as high as number 8 in 2020. This game continues to impress enthusiasts with its great actor interaction and set design.
Number 77, Warsaw Uprising, Black Cat Escape Room in Poland. This is the second Terpeca for Black Cat Escape Room, both for this room, which actually moves up 4 spots from its debut at number 81 last year. The rare game that teaches you some actual history while you play, Warsaw Uprising is a must-play game if you visit Poland's capital.
At number 76, we have The Intervention by Escape Center in Israel. This is the 8th Terpeca for Escape Center and the 4th Top Room Award for The Intervention, which finished as high as number 42 back in 2019. Based on the hit TV show How I Met Your Mother, this game continues to be a long-standing favorite in the Israeli market.
Number 75, Mystic Project, Mystic Corporation in Athens, Greece. This is the second Terpeca for Mystic Corporation, both for this game, which finished last year at number 73. Mystic Project is known for its blend of puzzles, story, tension, and set design.
At number 74, we have Ghost Hunter Ernie Hudson and the Wailing Woman by Skurrilum in Hamburg, Germany. This is the 14th Terpeca for Skurrilum and the 6th consecutive Top Room Award for this room, which makes it the 3rd member of the Six Timers Club. Wailing Woman finished as the number 1 overall room back in the first Terpecas in 2018 and still holds on strong due to its unique radio play format and some memorable moments that were among the first of their kind.
Number 73, Hollywood 117, Hype Escape in Tel Aviv, Israel. This is the second Terpeca for Hollywood 117, or 117, both for this game, which landed at number 62 last year. Playing on nostalgia and a love for movies, this is a game that any cinephile would love.
At number 72, the Edison Escape Room, Palace Games in San Francisco, California. This is the 12th Terpeca for Palace Games and the 6th consecutive for the Edison Escape Room, making it the 4th member of the Six Timer Club, reaching as high as number 5 overall back in 2019. This room is a true technological marvel that marries challenging puzzles with physical tasks and memorable reveals. Now let's hear from Melanie Lutka from the Netherlands about the next room.
From the moment I played this game, it went straight to the top of my list. I love being immersed into excellent storytelling without having to compromise on puzzles. From the gorgeous details to the thematically fitting way the technique is used throughout, and of course the great hosting, this has been an absolute escape highlight for our entire team.
And that's number 71, Jason's Legacy, Outer Ground Escape Rooms in the Netherlands. This is the first Terpeca for Outer Ground Escape Rooms. Jason's Legacy is actually the sequel to an earlier game, Jason's Curse, which was a local favorite and Terpeca nominee in 2018 and 19, but sadly burned down in 2022. Fortunately, the team behind the original game used this opportunity to come back with something even better, and we're thrilled to see Jason's Legacy make the list this year.
At number 70 is Tao Room Escape Japanese Massage Center by Virus Room Escape in Spain. This is the 3rd Terpeca for Virus Room Escape and the 3rd consecutive Top Room Award for this room, which reached as high as number 20 in 2021. Tao is known for its unrivaled combination of humor and experiences that are just plain fun.
Number 69, Le Prince, Escaping Belgium in Belgium. This is the 3rd Terpeca for Escaping Belgium, all for Le Prince, which peaked at number 43 in 2021. Cited for its beauty, intricacy, and top-notch game flow, this is part of the growing list of world-class games in Belgium. Next up is our Terpeca ambassador from Australia, Lee Fei.
This game has a wonderful set and pacey interactions, but what really stands out are the transitions. Much more than a few seconds between sets, this game packs variety, fun and magic into the transitions, really bringing to life the world. Congratulations.
That is number 68, Extraction by the Curium Experience in Melbourne, Australia. This is the first Terpeca for the Curium Experience and only the 2nd Top Room Award for Australia so far. I had the pleasure of playing this amazing game in the past year, and it was totally worth the trip halfway around the world.
Number 67, 67, Petra, the Lost Kingdom, Petra Escape Room in Spain. This is the 2nd Terpeca escape room for Petra Escape Room, which finished at number 51 last year. Petra is another one of our multi-version rooms in that they have 2 versions that both independently qualified as Terpeca finalists, and both finished independently in the top 100. As such, we honor both the 90-minute and the 120-minute versions of the game with a Top Room Award at the position of the higher-ranking version, the 120-minute extended version.
At number 66, we have Paradox Project 3, The Music Academy by Paradox Project in Athens, Greece. This is the 11th Terpeca for Paradox Project and the 4th consecutive Top Room Award for the Music Academy, which peaked at number 12 in 2020. I finally got to play this room this year, and I was absolutely blown away. In addition to its 3+ hour game clock, its amazing one-of-a-kind puzzles, thematic real-world setting, interesting story, and some unexpected surprises made it my new personal number one overall.
Number 65, The End, Dark Park in the Netherlands. This is the 12th Terpeca for Dark Park and the 5th consecutive Top Room Award for The End, which reached as high as number 13 in 2020. Its compelling story, incredible acting, and memorable ending cement it as an all-time great escape room.
At number 64 is Robotopia by Amascape in Sunnyvale, California, USA. This is the 6th Terpeca for Amascape and the first Top Room Award for Robotopia, a game that, despite being minutes from my house, I have not yet played, so though I do hope to fix that soon. Amascape has established themselves as a top-tier creator in recent years, and Robotopia continues that pattern with its combination of great puzzles, great set, and fun moments. Next up are my dear friends Dan Egnor and Anna Ulan to introduce the next game.
This escape room is jam-packed with a whole lot of fun, tight puzzles that fit the unusual theme really well.
I don't even drink, and I did after this room. It was that good.
And this is The Brewery at number 63 in Spain. Company Enigmic. This is the 5th Terpeca for Enigmic and the 5th consecutive Top Room Award for the brewery, which peaked in 2020 at number 11 overall. Known for its smooth game flow, clever puzzles, and refreshing reward at the end, this game has stood the test of time and continues to be a standout even in a very strong Barcelona market.
At number 62 is The Perfect Shot in Buddha's Garden by Factoria Escape Room in Valencia, Spain. This is the 2nd Terpeca for Factoria Escape Room, both for this game, which debuted at number 23 last year. From its unique setting to its interesting puzzles to its action-packed thrills, this game is a major piece to an increasingly strong Valencia market.
Number 61, Going Underground, Crime Runners in Vienna, Austria. This is the 5th Terpeca for Crime Runners and the 5th consecutive Top Room Award for Going Underground, which reached as high as number 10 in 2020. Still the only room for Austria to win a Top Room Award, it continues to make new fans to this day with its unique space, compelling narrative, and excellent puzzles.
At number 60 is Stigmata by Dark Maze Escape Rooms in Athens, Greece. This is the first Terpeca for Dark Maze and Stigmata after just barely missing the top 100 last year at number 102. This meteoric rise of 42 spots was the second highest rise of any room since last year, and it makes it the only room this year to climb into the top 100 this year from a position outside the top 100 last year. As one who played this room since last year's award, I can definitely see why, with its incredible set, story, and memorable moments. Now we'll hear from Alvaro and Jose, a pair of enthusiasts from Spain, about the next room.
With their puzzles, setting, and effects, they make you feel like the protagonist of the famous movie. Thanks for an incredible experience. Congratulations!
And that is The Cube at number 59, The Maze in Israel. This is the 5th Terpeca for The Maze and the 2nd consecutive Top Room Award for Cube, which actually finished at number 70 last year and impressively moved up to 11 spots with a strong showing from those who played it in the past year. Based on the cult horror movie of the same name, Cube delivers a faithful homage that players love.
At number 58 is The Attraction by Palace Games in San Francisco, California, USA. This is the 13th Terpeca for Palace Games and the 3rd consecutive Top Room Award for The Attraction, which reached as high as number 37 in 2021. This was my 1000th escape room back in 2021, and to this day ranks among my all-time favorites. What is The Attraction? I think it's best not to know. You just need to play it. Now I will turn it over to Terpeca Ambassador for Switzerland, Ryan Driver, to introduce the next room.
How brave do you feel? How clean is your soul? And more importantly, how fast can you run? Because in this game, you're not trying to escape a room, but an entire village. This game is not for the faint of heart. So players beware, and you might just escape with your lives.
And that is number 57, The Sacrifice, Disappear Escape Rooms in Athens, Greece. This is the second Terpeca for Disappear Escape Rooms. And The Sacrifice, which finished at number 65 last year and moves up a remarkable 8 positions this year. The Sacrifice wows players with its massive set, incredible atmosphere, and skilled acting.
At number 56, we have In Mortem 2 by Hostel 83 in Gironella, Spain. This is the first Terpeca for Hostel 83 and In Mortem 2. Hostel 83 has a strong reputation in Spain for their inventive designs, and the previous version of this game, In Mortem, was a Terpeca finalist all the way back in 2018 and has been nominated several more times in recent years. In Mortem 2 picks up where the original left off with a great mix of humor and scares. Next up is Yuri Elani from Israel to introduce our next game.
Wonderful set, clever puzzles, and brilliant acting. This is one big fun Western adventure. An amazing experience.
And that is number 55, Wanted, Dead or Alive, No Exit as Athens, Greece. This is the 8th Terpeca for No Exit and the first Top Room Award for Wanted, Dead or Alive. From the makers of the iconic El Exorcista, known for its hardcore horror with this game, No Exit shows they don't just do horror, bringing you an amazing game from the underused comedy western genre that you do not want to miss. This also gives No Exit a 3rd Top Room winner in the same building, tying them with the record set last year by Escaparium Laval. Let's now hear from enthusiast Manu from Spain about the next room.
This room is unbelievable. The beginning is spectacular. It transports you into a terrifying atmosphere that engraves into your memory while enjoying its space with its amazing puzzles.
That is number 54, Orfanato by Spooky Escape in Athens, Greece. This is the first Terpeca for Spooky Escape and this game, Orfanato. With their world-class take on the spooky orphanage theme, they've hit upon yet another must-play in the absolutely packed Athens market.
And number 53, Time Machine, Mad Machines in Milan, Italy. This is the 3rd Terpeca for Mad Machines and the 2nd consecutive Top Room Award for Time Machine, which finished at number 39 last year. Keeping Italy on the escape room map for enthusiasts, Time Machine has become a major draw to Milan with its special effects, humor, and fun.
At number 52 is Kaleidoscope 1963 by Time Maze in Switzerland. This is the first Terpeca for Time Maze, and for this game, Kaleidoscope 1963. Their take on the time travel genre includes amazing sets, clever puzzles, and gameplay innovations that make this a must-play. Next up is the Haunt Girl, Christine Barger, to introduce the next room.
Not only is this one of my all-time favorite escape rooms, this is one of those companies that moved our industry forward through immersive storytelling. It's immersive from beginning to end. It is awesome. It is fun. There's teamwork, good puzzles, good flow, and I love this game so much. Congratulations.
And that is Hope's End, the Ministry of Peculiarities in California, USA. This is the 2nd Terpeca for the Ministry of Peculiarities, and Hope End, which finished at number 52 last year and actually moved up a spot this year. This hauntingly beautiful actor-driven experience has not only captured the imaginations of Southern California escape room scene, it is pushing forward the experiential boundaries for escape rooms in the entire US. Okay, that was 50 down. I know, so people don't know, but poor Richard is feeling a little bit under the weather. So do you need a drink? How are you doing, Rich?
I'm doing all right. So far, so good.
Okay, I'm going to grab a drink. You can entertain them with your good looks. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know any songs to sing.
People were wondering if I was in a cave. I'm not. It's just very dark. I wanted to make sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so far so good.
So far so good. And people are thinking, whoa, we're going through it really quick. Well, no, there are a lot of other videos that are coming for the next 50. So don't you worry. There will be a lot of fan for the next one. So are you ready for number... Who has number 50? I don't even know. Oh, wait, no. It's Teresa. She's going to introduce the next room. Teresa Piazza.
This room was an incredible delight to travel through. It really went to show that sometimes less is more. And through each new reveal, we felt more and more like we were kids again.
And that is
number 50, Crazy Train, The Ballad of Schemin' Plots by Doldrick's Escape Room in Kissimmee, Florida, USA. This is the first Terpica for Doldrick's Escape Room and for Crazy Train. I had the pleasure of playing this one a couple months ago, and it was absolutely delightful and pure fun. Congratulations.
At number 49, Lost and Found, Camera 237 in the Netherlands. This is the 5th Terpica for Camera 237 and the 2nd consecutive Top Room Award for Lost and Found, which landed at number 32 last year. Camera 237 has a clear pattern of making amazing rooms, and if you visit the Netherlands, you should definitely take the extra time to make a trip to Vocal.
At number 48, we have Tomb Hunter by Finest Escape in Bamberg, Germany. This is the first Terpica for Finest Escape. Located in the small town of Bamberg, Tomb Hunter is an action-packed game with movie-quality set design that you do not want to miss.
Number 47, 11S, Open Mind Room Escape in Barcelona, Spain. This is the first Terpica for Open Mind Room Escape. 11S respectfully and thoughtfully takes on the 9/11 attacks in New York City with this boundary-pushing game. Is it 11S then? I don't know. It's good.
No,
Congratulations, 11S, 11S.
46 is The Rebellion Hybrid Bloodline by Blindhouse Games in Bilbao, Spain. This is the second Terpica for Blindhouse Games and The Rebellion, which debuted at number 27 last year. This sprawling game actually combines two rooms that can be booked separately, but does so in a seamless way.
Number 45, Mr. Copplestone's Curiosity Shop, Escape Quest, Macclesfield, UK. This is the third Terpica for Escape Quest and the second consecutive Top Room Award for Mr. Copplestone's Curiosity Shop, which actually moves up 2 spots from its number 47 finish last year. This makes 2 Top Room Awards for Escape Quest this year, making them the first company from the UK to pull off that feat. Huzzah!
Number 44 is Mogian Monster by the Nemesis Club in Phoenix, Arizona. This is the 6th Terpica for the Nemesis Club and 3rd consecutive Top Room Award for Mogian Monster, which peaked at number 35 in 2022. Based on a local legend of a monster that lives in the woods, this game is jam-packed with incredible moments from start to finish.
Number 43, Ghost Patrol, Trivium Games in California, USA. This is the 4th Terpica for Trivium Games and the 4th consecutive Top Room Award for Ghost Patrol. Ghost Patrol continues to stand out as a must-play game in Northern California with its clever puzzles, superb game flow, and world-class audio design. Now, we'll turn it over to Ellie and Georgina, our co-ambassadors for Greece, to tell you about the next game.
Hello from Greece! The next room is one of the best horror games we have ever played.
It has great jump scares, thrilling atmosphere, and a mind-blowing story.
Fan of cinematics will really enjoy this one.
All we can say is that hallways in Mexico have never looked creepier.
Felicidades!
They are talking about number 42, Mama by #Suspense in Athens, Greece. This is the second Terpica for #Suspense and for Mama, which actually moves up a remarkable 22 spots from its number 64 slot last year. I got to play this game earlier this year, and it absolutely impressed me with its brilliant acting, special effects, and gameplay.
Number 41, Servants of Slight, the Exit Games in Clearwater, Florida, USA. This is the 4th Terpica for the Exit Games and 3rd consecutive Top Room Award for Servants of Slight, which reached as high as number 28 in 2021. This is a magical experience from start to finish with great puzzles, great set design, and plenty of surprises.
At number 40, we have The Dark Forest by Escape Stories live escape game Wuppertal in Germany. This is the second Terpica for Escape Stories after this game finished at number 29 last year. The Dark Forest is based on another game called The Lich for Woodland by Ben Bang Theory in Athens, which was also a Terpica finalist this year.
Number 39, The House, La Casa Insomnia Corporation in Burgos, Spain. This is the 7th Terpeca for Insomnia Corporation and 4th consecutive Top Room Award for La Casa, which finished as high as number 6 in 2021. La Casa is legendary for its one-of-a-kind setting in a desolate farmhouse in rural Spain.
Number 38 is Cutthroat Cavern, 13th Gate Escape in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This is the 12th Terpeca for 13th Gate, and Cutthroat Cavern is now the 5th member of the Six Timer Club, which reached as high as number 2 overall in 2018. Cutthroat Cavern continues to amaze with its larger-than-life moments that will leave you amazed. Now we will turn it over to David Spira, sadly without Lisa Spira, who was out with COVID.
Nothing in escape rooms has excited me more in 2023 than this next winner. With 4 different setups that filter into at least 9 different endings, I have played this game 4 times, each allowing me to experience new and incredible stories and proving that replayability is possible and exciting.
That's Madness 1917, Doors of Divergence in New York, USA. This is the first Terpeca for Doors of Divergence for their brilliantly replayable game Madness 1917. Those who played this and voted may remember that we actually had 2 categories for it based on whether you had played only once or multiple times. However, we decided to combine these in the results because there is an inherent sample bias and that players that were bigger fans of their first play were more likely to play a second time. That said, had we kept them separate, the multiple play version of Madness 1917 would have ranked number 14, and their other game, Heresy 1896, which just missed the top 100 at number 119. If separate, its multiple play version would have ranked at number 69. Unfortunately, this groundbreaking company has temporarily closed due to losing their space, but fingers crossed they'll be back soon. Next up is Sem Jensen of the Netherlands to introduce the next winner.
From the start of this room, I was amazed by its unique way of storytelling and the way the great puzzles blended in the cool setting and epic story. The surprises, breathtaking moments, and loads of humor really elevate this experience to be my personal best of its kind. A must-play for every adventurer.
At number 36, we have Dead Men's Revenge by Dreamscape in Poland. This is the first Terpeca for Dreamscape and Dead Man's Revenge. Mixing special effects, storytelling, solid puzzles, and a sense of humor, this game is not to be missed on your next trip to Poland.
Number 35, Amen, Neverland, Greece, formerly Fear of the Dark, in Athens, Greece. This is the first Terpeca for Neverland and the game Amen. Set in a real monastery, this horror game wows with its great puzzles, cinematics, and atmosphere.
At number 34, Ghost Hunter Brandon Darkmoor by The Room in Berlin. This is the 15th Terpeca for The Room and 5th consecutive Top Room Award for Brandon Darkmoor. This room to this day remains one of my personal all-time favorites for its brilliant atmosphere, special effects, and spooky vibes.
Number 33, Paradox Project 2, The Bookstore. Paradox Project in Athens, Greece. This is the 12th Terpeca for Paradox Project and 5th consecutive Top Room Award for The Bookstore, which finished as high as number 2 in both 2019 and 2020. This room sets the gold standard for a 3+ hour escape room marathon with its seemingly never-ending flow of brilliant puzzles and set transitions. Now we'll turn it over to Terpeca Ambassador for Poland, Wojtek, to tease the next room.
Last year, I introduced here a game that I praised for its open world-like setting and introducing multiple unique gameplay mechanics. Well, the room that I'm introducing right now takes all of that and multiplies it by 10, and does so on arguably one of the most impressive sets ever. All aboard the hype train!
That is number 32, Demise of the Greisers by Entered in Belgium. This is the first Terpica for entered for this game, Demise of the Greisers. If you're wondering what a Greiser is, as I did, a Greiser is apparently a railway enthusiast or train spotter. This game has been described as being a real-life video game, and I've heard nothing but raves about it over the past year and can't wait to get out to Belgium to check it out. Next up, we have Gord and Liz from Review the Room to tell us about the next game.
It's our honor to introduce this game.
This is a game that has given us memories that will last a lifetime.
And an experience we will never forget.
Witness breathtaking puzzles and captivating set design.
Experience the extraordinary, where every escape is truly a work of art.
And number 31 is The Alchemist, Sherlock, Netherlands, in Amsterdam, Netherlands. This is the third Terpica for Sherlock and the first for Alchemist. Sherlock won their first two Terpicas all the way back in 2018, a top company award and a top room award for the Vault. And we are thrilled to see them back on the list again. This game was a long time in the making, and it has not disappointed, with magical moments and brilliant puzzles throughout. Okay, let's hear from Haley and Cameron from Strange Bird Immersive about the next game.
Hey! What are you here for?
I'm here for magic and adventure. What are you here for?
Well, I'm here for adrenaline and fear.
Seems like we're going to the same place.
The place with the giant magic circle!
Going down?
I love that video. Okay, number 30 is Full Experience, The Magician of Paris in the Funhouse in Deep Inside Paris, France. This is the second Terpica for Deep Inside and the second top room award for this experience, which finished at number 20 last year. The combination game, consisting of two games that can also be booked separately, promises 2 hours of equal parts joy and fear.
I was like 5 minutes away from that, and my family didn't want to play it. It killed me. Anyway, we don't need to hear my sad stories. Number 29. Pins and Needles Tattoo Parlor, the Exit Games in Florida, USA. This is the fifth Terpica for the Exit Games and a second consecutive top room award for Pins and Needles. It couples a unique theme with great puzzles and incredible theatrics to make another must-play game at this gem of a venue.
At number 28, we have The Lost Island of the Voodoo Queen by Escaparium in Laval, Quebec, Canada. This is the seventh Terpica for Escaparium and the third consecutive top room award for The Lost Island of the Voodoo Queen. This game takes you on an incredible journey with inventive puzzles and stellar set design, and is one of 4 must-play games at this location.
And I think it moved up too, but I don't know how much. Number 27, The Possession at Arcanum in Spain. This is the second Terpica for Arcanum, both for this experience. The Possession debuted last year on the list at number 11, and it continues to thrill players with its incredible acting, special effects, and terrifying moments. Now we'll hear from Sharon Gill of Team S Squared about the next room.
Hi, we really enjoyed this game. It is packed full of a variety of cleverly themed and well thought out puzzles. The aesthetic is great and the movement in the game helped ramp up the excitement to a fun and challenging finish.
That is number 26, Poison by Cadabra Escape in Barcelona. This is the first Terpica for Cadabra Escape and this game Poison. This active game impresses with its well-integrated puzzles and fun storyline set in the Batman universe, and is yet another top-tier game in the Barcelona area.
Number 25, The Toy Factory, Escape Room Antwerp in Belgium. This is the second Terpica for Escape Room Antwerp after this room finished at number 16 last year. Players love the unique theme, the solid game flow, the clever puzzles, and special effects. Now we turn it over to Hartmut of the Escape Room News Center to introduce the next game.
This is not only a horror experience, it's a tactical survivor game. You against them. You have to act, you have to react, you have to finish your task, and then maybe you will survive. Have fun.
At number 24 is Asylum of Fear by Escape Stories live escape game Wuppertal in Germany. This is the third Terpeca for Escape Stories and the first for Asylum of Fear. This game was originally based on the 5-time Terpeca winner, The Sanatorium by Lock Hill in Athens, but has been significantly changed for the German market, and players are loving it.
Number 23, Outline Escape Room in Spain. This is the second Terpeca for Outline, which finished at number 12 last year, known for its vast space, great acting, and puzzle quality that surpasses what you often find in horror rooms. Outline is another world-class game in the Barcelona area.
At number 22, the Movies Experience, 90-minute version by the Push Mystery Rooms in Belgium. This is the second Terpeca for the Push Mystery Rooms, and for this game, the Movies Experience, which actually finished in the exact same spot at number 22 last year. This tribute to 80s movies will fill you with nostalgia and play on every emotion. Next up are enthusiasts Amelie and Cyril from Switzerland to tell you about the next room.
It is rare to find a room as complete as this one. Impressive decors, actors' interventions, and innovative puzzles, absolute transcendence.
It is pretty different from the first room, focusing more on the adventure side and the amazement instead of the rough intensity.
We really had the time of our lives.
One of the best experiences we had so far.
That is 21, Lethal Decision 2, Hell Awaits in Escape Clue, Athens, Greece. This is the first Terpeca for Escape Clue with the sequel to their original game, Lethal Decision, which was already known for being one of the scariest rooms anywhere. This game raises the stakes for the original in many ways, and players are raving about what they've accomplished.
At number 20, El Exorcista by No Exit in Athens. This is the 9th Terpeca for No Exit and the 5th consecutive Top Room Award for El Exorcista, which peaked at number 4 in 2020. This game really set the standard for experiential horror with its unrivaled special effects and unbelievable action sequences, and 5 years later, it is still holding up as strong as ever.
Number 19, Cyber City 2049, Escape Barcelona in Spain. This is the 11th Terpeca for Escape Barcelona and the 3rd consecutive Top Room Award for Cyber City 2049. A post-apocalyptic thrill ride with incredible moments and attention to detail. This game is the crown jewel among the many world-class games created by Escape Barcelona.
At number 18 is Stay in the Dark by Dark Park in the Netherlands. This is the 13th Terpeca for Dark Park and the 3rd consecutive Top Room Award for Stay in the Dark, which peaked at number 9 last year. This massive horror experience has been labeled a must-play by even non-horror fans.
Number 17, Aunt Hilda's Room in Trip Trap, Switzerland. This is the 7th Terpeca for Trip Trap and 5th consecutive Top Room Award for Aunt Hilda's Room, which peaked at number 6 in 2020. A beautiful blend of great puzzles, real storytelling, and a top-notch set makes you feel like you are living a fairy tale. Now let's check in with Patrick of In Search of an Exit to tell us about the next game.
Is it an escape room? Is it immersive theater? Yes. The answer is yes. I hesitate to say game because it goes beyond that. This experience takes you on an emotional journey told through its meticulously built set and top-tier acting. I only wish I could experience it again for the first time.
That is number 16, The Man from Beyond, Strange Bird Immersive in Houston, Texas. This is the 6th Terpeca for Strange Bird Immersive, and The Man from Beyond becomes the 6th and final member of the Six Timer Club. Still one of my all-time personal favorites, The Man from Beyond marries theater and escape rooms to create an experience that literally moved me to tears. And now, let's hear from Terpeca board member Maria Jose Navarro about the next game.
This is an amazing game. I love the way they introduce you to the team and how you can play with it. It's unique, fantastic, and funny escape room.
This is Birth Machine at number 15 of Mad Machines in Milan, Italy. This is the 4th Terpeca for Mad Machines and the 2nd consecutive Top Room Award for Birth Machine, which finished at number 4 last year. The originality, creativity, and humor present in this game make it like no other game out there. Now, we turn it over to the omnipresent Heiner, because he's everywhere, to introduce the next game.
What really stands out in this experience is a unique beginning that stays in memory. An excellent game flow with many original puzzles and creative tasks, and a common thread that guides the players through a beautiful and very detailed setting.
That is number 14, The Toy Maker by Big Break Hamburg in Hamburg, Germany. This is the first Terpeca for Big Break Hamburg. The Toy Maker captures the imagination of its players with its originality, nostalgia, and the feeling it was made with love. And now Patrick Pilon, the Terpeca ambassador to Canada, will tell you about the next one.
This room embodies everything whimsical, magical, fantastic, and playful I absolutely adore to find in escape rooms. It does so in an immersive space, bursting at the seams with content just waiting to be discovered by players, offering a world that opens up like no other.
Number 13, The House of Uncle Cornelius in Trip Trap, Geneva, Switzerland. This is the 8th Terpeca for Trip Trap and the first for The House of Uncle Cornelius. With 2 rooms in the top 20 this year, Trip Trap has accomplished something special, matched by few others. This game carries on their tradition of world-class storytelling and joyfulness that you will never want to end. Next up is new Terpeca ambassador Santiago Anel to tell you about the next game.
This game is characterized by a compelling story which accompanies you throughout the room, and crazy transitions. You will not believe what has been built there.
This is number 12, The Non-Believers by Your Escape in the Netherlands. This is the first Terpeca for Your Escape and the Non-Believers. Filled with wow moments and epic storytelling, this game has become a new fast favorite among players in the Netherlands and beyond. And now let's hear from Polish enthusiast Eva about the next room.
This is an amazing escape room that simply has it all. Story, humor, mystery, and so much more. It surprises its players all the time, even challenging them as to how far they will go to find the correct solution.
At number 11, The Hairdressing, the X-Door, Valencia, Spain. This is the first Terpeca for the X-Door. The Hairdressing has impressed players with its unique theme, original story, fun moments, and sense of humor. Whew, okay, we are at the top 10. These are the cream of the crop, the must travel to play. A lot of these seem to be must travel to play. I've traveled to must play them. But again, top 10 games of 2023. Here we go. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're doing great.
We're doing great.
We're doing great. So let's hear now from Jonathan Geiger of Time Maze about top room number 10.
It's the beauty of a gigantic and immersive scenery mixed with stunning acting what makes this game special. On top, beautifully designed puzzles interacting with the whole scenery. It's amazing to see so much care in the design of a horror experience. Just enjoy the show.
At number 10 is La Santa by Shock Creations in Madrid, Spain. This is the third Terpeca for Shock Creations and the third consecutive for the blockbuster horror game La Santa, which peaked at number 4 in 2021. La Santa will amaze you with its epic set, cinematic moments, and movie-quality ending. And now we move on to UK enthusiast Mark Tobin with the next teaser.
Everything about this room is incredible. The attention to detail, the immersive yet satisfying puzzles, and the setting all create a world that is simply astounding. I didn't stop being amazed throughout the whole 2.5-hour experience. Simply put, this room deserves a category of its own as an epic escape room.
And that's The Tavern, City Escape Room, Elements Escape Rooms, Vortex Escape, Barcelona, Spain. There are a lot of companies added there, but this is the first Terpeca for the City Escape Room and the first top room award for La Turbana. This room is a spectacular, epic experience that goes beyond your imagination, and it is one more reason to go to Barcelona. Next up is enthusiast Stephanie from the Netherlands to introduce you to the next game.
From the moment the front door opened, I immediately got sucked into the game. The acting is incredible, and the set is very realistic. It took my breath away. If you like to play escape games, you will enjoy this. But if you like the game to play with you will love this one.
At number 8 is Don't Take a Breath by Verone in Athens, Greece. Verone. This is the 4th Terpeca for Verone and 4th consecutive Top Room Award for Don't Take a Breath, which impressively maintains its number 8 ranking from last year. Based on the cult horror film Don't Breathe, this game's faithful recreation of the movie make you feel like you are truly living it. Now we hand it off to the first family of Terpeca nominators, the Duchesne family from Canada.
This room is really nice.
Since terrible lettuce talk. This room is a gorgeous, whimsical escape that we all wish we could have shared with everyone we knew.
And yet, it has plenty of amazing puzzles for seasoned players.
Anything you want to add?
That is number 7, Wardrobe for Sale, Escaparium in Laval, Canada, Quebec. This is the 8th Terpeca for Escaparium and 2nd Top Room Award for Wardrobe for Sale, which moves it up to an incredible 10 spots from their debut at number 17 last year. Chock full of great puzzles, memorable characters, and mind-blowing moments, this room has something for everyone. And now we hear from enthusiasts Carlos and Maria from Spain about the next room.
The next room has one of the most realistic sceneries we have seen so far, combined with immersive games, good acting, and a little bit of spookiness.
We love the experience, and we highly recommend you to stay there.
At number 6 is Abandoned Hotel by Exit 19 in Wrocław, Poland. This is the 7th Terpeca for Exit 19 and the 3rd Top Room Award for Abandoned Hotel, which amazingly has moved up in the rankings each year since it debuted at number 9 2 years ago. I had the good fortune to play this room recently and saw firsthand what all the hype is about. A spectacular set, great game flow, and some jaw-dropping moments really make this one stand out. And now we hand it off to Alexis and Valentine Lemeg from France to introduce the next game.
The plot of this room is unique. This game is so cool, and it's all thanks to my fans. And remember, buy one, get two.
In this game, you will feel like an action movie star. The ending is mind-blowing. Oh, it's getting hot here.
I'm hoping these videos will make sense sometimes when I play the game. Number 5, Hans Revenge in Belgium. This is the 5th Terpeca for De Houde Kooi and the 1st Top Room Award for Hans Revenge. After 4 straight Top Room wins for their other game, The Secret of St. Romualdus, Hans Revenge has surpassed all their previous successes. This game had the most nominations of any game this year with 69, and it has dazzled players with its hilarious premise, great game flow, and all-around fun. Now, it's time to hear from Cece and Brandon from Escape the Rumors about the next game.
This experience was a piece of art never to be forgotten.
There were so many jaw-dropping moments that my jaw felt sore at the end.
From the set design to the overall ambiance to the storyline, just perfection.
Mwah. This is a game you definitely want to come out to Laval, Canada for.
That is number 4, The Forgotten Cathedral by Escaparium in Laval, Quebec, Canada. This is the 9th Terpeca for Escaparium and the first Top Room Award for the Forgotten Cathedral. Escaparium continues to deliver amazing experiences that outdo themselves year after year, and they've done it again with this one, consisting of their trademark mix of over-the-top sets, great gameplay, and plenty of surprises. With this game, Escaparium Laval is now the only venue in the world with 4 top room winners under the same roof. And with Wardrobe for sale at number 7, they are only the second company ever with 2 games in the top 10 in the same year. The other was Skirlin with numbers 1 and 10 in 2018. If you haven't made it out to the Laval yet, it's well worth the trip.
Oh, congratulations, Jonathan, and the rest of the team. And next, we are down to 3.
Yes. So we're down to the final 3. If you've been playing close enough attention, you probably already know that the final 3 are, in fact, the same final 3 as last year. But will they be in the same order?
I know people are taking bets, right? Well, not real gambling, I think. I hope. Who knows?
Well, let's find out. We go now to Kuba Zaborowski from Poland to tell us about the game that finished number 3.
Great decor, wonderful acting, and perfectly arranged space, in which it is easy to get confused. Even if you visit this room once, it will be coming back to you in your dreams, over and over and over.
Number 3, Chapel and Catacombs, Lockhill, Athens, Greece. This is the 9th Terpeca for Lockhill and 3rd consecutive Top Room Award for Chapel and Catacombs, which was honored with the number 1 overall finish last year. The incredible massive set, special effects, great puzzles, and so much more keep this game among the world's elite. Congratulations, Lockhill. To learn about the number 2 game, we turn it over to the Ken Ferguson of the UK escape blog, The Logic Escapes Me.
I'm meant to describe what's special about this game, but the answer is simply everything. A huge variety of high-quality sets, great transitions, well-constructed challenges, continual surprises, and the most impressive and beautiful puzzle I've ever had the joy to experience. This truly is a must-play game.
Of course, he is talking about number 2, The Dome by Mama Bazooka in the Netherlands. This is the 6th Terpeca for Mama Bazooka and a record 5th consecutive top 3 finish for the Dome. There isn't a lot I can say that hasn't already been said about the Dome. It has continued to wow new players as well as old players on replays alike. And if you haven't played it yet, you really should find a way to get there. But this also means we have a new number 1 this year. We will go to PG Law from Reality Escape Pod to tell you about it.
From the minute I stepped foot into their lobby, this game immersed me deep into their story and sunk their chains into my heart. With immense sets, absolutely spectacular reveals, and epic dramatic moments, this game turned my expectations for an escape room completely upside down.
And at number 1, I see everybody spoiling it in the chat, is Molly's Game, Down the Hatch in Netherlands. This is the 3rd Terpeca for Down the Hatch and the 3rd consecutive top 3 finish for Molly's Game, which finally breaks through as the number 1 game. While last year it was a super close race for the top spot, which was decided by a razor-thin margin, this year was not really even close, as Molly's Game pulled away with the win. Molly's Game shines with its well-crafted atmosphere, excellent puzzles, and stellar game flow, showing the power of world-class game design. And now with the top 2 games both in the Netherlands this year, this marks the first time ever that the top 2 were in the same country. Huge congrats to Down the Hatch for bringing home the biggest prize for 2023. And we are done. There were a lot of enthusiasts that were traveling to Europe from everywhere. It was like, I had a chance to go to Europe. I was so happy, you have no idea. And I kept talking to a lot of other enthusiasts that were traveling to go to all these games, and it was spectacular. So yes, even if it's not in the top 10, they were still amazing games, and some that haven't even made it that were nominated that were amazing games. So Thank you, because it's because of this list. Thank you. Anyway, we'll go on to the thank yous, but I'm still thanking you again, Rich, because it's because of this list that helps drive my vacations. Anyway.
All right. Well, that's all of them. I also want to congratulate Down the Hatch for taking down the #1 room with Molly's game, and also to the Dome and Chapel and Catacombs for having excellent showings once again as well. I also don't think we've seen the last of our #4 and #5 games with the Forgotten Cathedral and Han's Revenge either. They could, newcomers to the list. We'll see how they do next year. I also want to congratulate all the other great rooms we've recognized this year, not just the winners, but all the finalists and nominees as well. All of you should be proud of the work you've done, and it is our honor and privilege to be able to give a little back to you through these awards. I would also like to thank all of our board members, which I lean on very heavily, for making all the most difficult decisions in this project and help me steer the ship. And this year has definitely had more than its share of challenges. I want to specifically call out Errol, my co-host, who put in a ton of work into producing this show with me. Ken Ferguson, who made the interactive map this year with not just the winners, but you'll see it has all 385 finalists, which took forever to create. Dan Egnor put together the survey you'll be getting by mail shortly if you participated this year. And really, everyone else on the board has been instrumental to the project's success by consistently showing up and making sure we're making the right choices. Next, I want to thank our now 19 regional ambassadors. This project could literally not function without you, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you and your tireless efforts to do all the stuff you do. The ambassador job gets a little harder each year, and every one of these folks has been amazing. And thank you to our new high of 1,114 nominators and voters. We have a very involved process that takes a lot of time, and we are grateful that you took the time to provide thoughtful input. And last but not least, a huge thank you to all the escape room creators building great games and putting your heart and soul into the experiences you build. We love you all, and you're the reason this project exists in the first place. Please keep building and inspiring.
Actually, that's not the last. The last would actually also be thanks to Richard. And everybody's just thinking, oh, Errol just has to say, you all don't know the amount of work this man puts in for the TERPECAs. It like eclipses the rest of us on the board. So thank you so much, Richard, for making this happen. Without you, this doesn't happen. And you've put a lot of work. You have a lot on your shoulders. So I do appreciate the amount of work you put in, Richard. Rich Bragg. See, this is why this should be called the Braggs. One day, I have control of these slides. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. As soon as we sign off, Rich is going to update the website with all these results. So you can head on over to terpeca.com to see that. And once that is up, you'll also see a link to the new Terpeca Room Finder, where you can slice and dice the results however you like based on horror level, language, country, and more. We will also be sending a survey to our contributors, so look for that shortly. And there will be an email notification to all the winners that include the new Top Room logo. They can now proudly display on their websites and social media, so winners can look for that in their email too. Other than that, please follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more announcements, and we will see you next year. Bye everyone. Bye. See you. Thank you so much again, Richard.
Bye.
I should have had an ending slide of the TERPECAs. Oh well, I'll do that next year.